All right, I finally got it, guys. I'm excited to make this video. I feel like I understand why I was put on this planet once and for all. For those of you who don't know me, my background is 8 years of being a pro golfer, but in the last couple years, I've been diving into content, became a full-time influencer, doing brand deals and traveling around, working with tourism boards and golf courses and not really competing anymore. And I've always been passionate about bodybuilding and weightlifting and overall self-improvement, meditation, breath work, ice baths, rest and recovery, diet and nutrition, spirituality, all these different things, right? I've been experimenting with them. I've had all these different rabbit holes I've gone down. I spent 3 months exclusively researching supplementation and diet. And then, I'll go be on a golf tour for 4 months and devote myself completely to that. And then I'll come back home and start studying content and marketing and entrepreneurship and personal brand building. And it's like, I'm out of breath just listening to myself talk about all this, but that's the reality of my life. And I always was chastised for that and felt like there was something wrong with me. Why couldn't I just pick a lane, pick a box, stay in it? But there's just been this undeniable urge and fire from the depth of my soul to explore these different things I've been passionate about and curious about. And they all fall under one category that I didn't really understand until now, which is just holistic self-improvement, the pursuit of improving my life in all areas, physical, mental, spiritual, and it's never going to stop. I feel like I'm playing a video game and I'm the main character, and all I want to do is max out my stats in every single category. And to be chastised for that is wild, but that's the world we live in. They don't want us to be a well-rounded, well-oiled machine that is dangerous on all fronts. They want us to pick a box and stay in it. No, you're an accountant. You're a this, you're a that, and compartmentalize your life. And that's just not how it works. And I think that the pain I've experienced and all the rejection and failure trying to be myself and go live in the real world and form connections with other people, the reason it's been so challenging and painful for me is because this is someone like myself, or the future evolved version of myself, that has put the time in to learn, experiment with, and evolve physically, mentally, spiritually, consciously, to have different skill sets as an athlete and a content creator and a mentor and a coach for others. Someone like that is a problem to deal with, right? You're a free thinker, you're energetic, you're high vibrational, you're attracting more of what you want in life, and that's difficult to control. So I don't want to get into like politics or any conspiracy type stuff like that. That's not the point of this video. The point is just to say, if you've been following me for any period of time and have ever resonated with anything I've said or done, or even if you're brand new and this little 3-minute pep talk has got you going, now's the time to tap in, because I've been this guy always, but it hasn't been validated in the external world. And no matter how much anyone says they don't care what other people think about them, they don't care how they're perceived, it's bullshit. It's a valiant effort to try to not care. That's certainly what we're all striving for, just to be our authentic, genuine, unique selves and just literally flip the bird to society telling us to fit in. But we have a survivalistic need in our DNA to be approved by others. Back in the tribal days, it's like if you didn't fit in and were ostracized from your tribe, you would die because you needed the resources and protection of your tribe. You had to fit in just to be a part of something so that you weren't left in the woods by yourself. It's not like that anymore, but we still have that in our brain, the desire to be approved by others and liked by others. And no matter what anyone says, it does affect the moves that you make and the way you think and the clothes that you buy and the car that you drive and the job that you get and where you live. It's all affected by how we think others are going to perceive it. And so I've been no different. And if anything, for me, that's been on steroids, because I have been an influencer for a couple of years, doing everything in the public eye. And in large part, my ability to provide for myself and my family is based on how people do or don't approve me. If people didn't like what I posted or what I had to say, I would get no views, no followers. Brands would stop paying me. Ad revenue would stop coming in. I would have no audience for my service-based business, and boom, I'm done. So I understand why I've been this way, but moving forward, I want to just be myself And in this moment, this morning on Tuesday, September 26, 2023, at about 11:10 a.m., 11:11 actually. Wow, that's wild. Um, in this moment, I feel like I have complete and total clarity of who I am and the leader I want to be. Holistic self improvement is the way. I still want to be a golfer. I'm still going to do content, but everything that I've done up to this point and will continue to do going forward is basically to max out the stats of Alex Romo. One, because I think that's the point of life, and two, because it makes me a better leader to those who are tuned in right now or will tap in the future to anything that I say or do in the real world or online. I know that if I can impact two people to get into meditating and three people to try breath work, and then there's another golfer that's never heard of taking the ice bath to reduce anxiety and increase mental toughness. If I can just have all these little touch points in all these different areas and introduce people to the things that I've devoted my life learning and will continue to learn in the future. There's so many elements of biohacking and raising consciousness and your vibrational state, things that I don't know anything about, that I'm just starting to scratch the surface of. If I can continue to be a beacon of light and shine light on all these different things that other people wouldn't have found without paying attention to me, and then they go tell two other people about it, man, if I can, God willing, live a long life, there's a lot of people that we could impact and improve their overall quality of life, and that excites me and that makes it feel like a life worth living. So basically, going forward on YouTube and all the other platforms, I am going to try to embody everything I just said and keep learning, keep experimenting, keep growing, keep failing, and then documenting and sharing it with you guys and trying to be as helpful as possible while I am on this journey myself for anyone else that wants to take it with me. I feel like I'm ranting, so I'm going to cap it there for now, but I love you guys and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.